Can I pet your dog?
Oh, no.
Hi.
We're actually on our way.
Hi, can I pet him?
Sorry.
Look at him. Hi,
No, Archie,
honey.
don't do that.
Oh,
Good boy,
can I
sorry,
pet
not
him?
today,
I heard
know.
he struggles staying. Hi.
I know, he really likes it.
Hey, I want to pet him though.
Thank you for
Oh, hey. Oh, hi, can I pet him? Hey.
This is a good stay. Look at this. Look at
Wow,
that.
guys.
My God.
Rig.
Oh, yeah, Riggy. I forgot you had Riggs.
Okay, so the complaint was he's perfect unless there are people.
Rig.
He runs up to people. He cannot hold a stay. And then screaming at levels is like really low, like a 5.
Right.
Yes.
Like complaining.
Yes.
Well, some dogs are pretty smart. He's a pretty smart dog.
He's very smart.
He can learn. They can learn if they are led to believe. If they start to get loud, if they start to scream and start to like throw a fit, that it'll end, right? It'll get them what they want. It'll get them out of trouble. It'll get them what they're desiring, because the truth is it's so loud and so abrupt, and it might disturb the environment that we might just be like, okay, be quiet.
But
and give them.
I think also what you were saying before, if he's elevated,
right,
any number.
And that's the other thing is state of mind. So. State of mind, we don't do it for no reason, because it's not easy work, but
That's
it's necessary
a good boy.
Because what we're telling him is calm, so energy level is low, which also in their brain tells them passive. It means be passive to the environment. So there's a mode that a dog can go into, follow mode, where they can literally just kind of follow direction and be passive to the environment, like let it happen around them. If the dog goes into that space, then what's going to happen when they see the people is nothing. But if they have it in their brain that they want to be interactive with the environment, see, people is an example of what's getting him to make the mistake, right? But it could be anything that he desires as much as a person at that time, all right? So if he's elevated in his brain, meaning he's kind of he might be in heel, he might be in sit, but he's still, right? We can work on correcting that. We don't want him walking around buzzing, like vibrating, okay? We want him chill. So part of the reason he's being really easy here, he made the mistake. I tried my best to get him to make the mistake.
It was hard.
I was really
because he knows where he is
with him and really easy going. Leading up to this event today, I was very easy going with him. So I think I was successful in him feeling like, okay, we're just playing. There's no need to think about what I need to be doing. And he made the mistake. I corrected him as firm as I seen fit. And he said, yep, that's it.
That's it.
So he just yipped and walked away. And then this is the post result. And that brain right there. So the thing is, that good boy, he is looking he is a dog that can be prideful for listening, which is a nice thing if we can capture that quality. Look at that. If we can tell him you're serving the pack and doing your part, and we're very proud of you for doing that instead of charging, I think that he has the ability to desire making you proud over top of wanting to go get pet by a person. If it's the right dynamic in your relationship, if he sees you as the authority figure plus the one who's caring for him, that relationship that goes very, very far, you need to make sure that when you turn around to him and say, shh, right, or no, knock it off, that carries enough to go into that follower state. So he goes calm and compliant. Not, I'm in my sit, but I'm, okay, dog terms, if I'm a dog trying to correct him and he continues to be in that state, he gets corrected again, right? The dog will keep correcting until he gets something similar to this. This is a fantastic sit.
He looks great.
And this, to me, I see a happy dog. So I see a dog who's happy to listen. So the reason why that is he feels a little pride in listening. And so if you can describe it in that way, don't do this, and then when he's doing this, good. You know what messes that up a little bit though? Is if I'm giving him love and affection all the time. So I give it to him even when I give it to him all the time. It doesn't really mean as much, but if I can hold back on that and only give it when he's making me proud, and the moments where I'm saying you're doing a good job, then it means a lot. And then you use that with also correcting properly, and then next thing you know, he'll work for a good boy. He'll be willing to doing this good. You know what messes that up a little bit though? Is if I'm giving him love and affection all the time. So I give it to him even when I give it to him all the time. It doesn't really mean as much, but if I can hold back on that and only give it when he's making me proud, and the moments where I'm saying you're doing a good job, then it means a lot. And then you use that with also correcting properly, and then next thing you know, he'll work for a good boy. He'll be willing to leave the people if he can get that good boy. Plus, if he makes a mistake, he gets a correction. I mean, look, let's just talk about it for a second, because I do believe it's the way we think, because the way we think affects how we respond. Let's say he did go crazy when I corrected him today, and he went, and I'm trying to correct him at low. That's a state that they can enter. I'm going to you're just going to have to happen, right? You're going to have to be embarrassed or whatever. I know that sucks. But you can say to yourself, we need to get that out. And so for me personally, if it is a relationship thing, and you'll know if it is, because that means if you were in this situation with me, exact same situation, except you were me and I was gone, and it was still Julie and her. If he goes crazy, then it's relationship, because I didn't do a dang thing. I haven't spent much time with him or anything. He just got here. It was just, he sniffed me. He went into the mode of, this is the scent of this leader, and these are the behaviors that he likes and doesn't like, and he goes accordingly. They'll push if they can. They'll get away with what they can. But what I was going to say is, if he's doing that, then we need to find a way to get it to happen at home, so we don't have to do it in public. You know what I mean? There's got to be a way to get him to make a mistake at home where you can give a correction that's notable on the caller and see how he responds to it. If he's going crazy and haywire, he's not ready to be in public, because you're going to have to correct in public. And we start from there and go. But he's not going to do it. He's just not going to do it right here. And I gave him a nice little correction there. One little yelp, that's it. State of mind. If he sniffs me, now watch this. Like, imagine you're me right now and you do this and you let him sniff you. What's he going to do? Hop up and cuddle on you? Well, then he's not listening. He gives me respect in the dog world first. He treats me like that. And then I always tell him in my human way, I really like that. So you'll always see him offering me things that look like submission and follower, because that is when I say, I like that, I like that, I like that. So if you can get this state of mind, let's just say you can get this state of mind, okay? Good. This is, if you can recognize this is follower, this is calm, this is submissive. He'll pretty much do anything I ask him to do. I'm not going to abuse that. I'm not going to then do it because it feels good to control something. I'm going to use it as I need it, and he knows that. If he leaves this state, first of all, if you can get that state, you're in a good spot, because if you start to see him leave that state, you correct right there. Don't let it go and wait for a behavior to happen. You know what I mean? So, like, oh, he went up on a person. Now is the time to let him know that he's not. He was already, I can guarantee you, he was messing up long before that. Long before that. And there was a conversation that could have been pushed out, possibly even at home before he even exiting the door. We've just been doing it so long that it's usually, if we show up at the house to help, we're going to see all the signs already, and we're going to start correcting those, and then might not even see the thing by the time. We don't see the reaction because we've knocked the dog out of that state. They're entering a state, like they're going into a room in their brain, right? And we're saying, get out of that room, over here. As soon as you see that brain switching over to prey, it can be prey drive, it can be anything that's super intense and wants to be really interactive with the environment. You can see it. He's not there now. He's passive. He put himself here because of the pack. Because I'm dealing with the situation, he's waiting for me, and then he knows me and him are going to carry on and do something when we're done. So, good. If he starts to leave this, what am I going to do? Let's say his brain left that right there, and we start to see some anxiousness and stuff. That's the time to correct. For me, I know, me personally, I am correcting now. I'm not waiting for it to manifest into a mistake physically. Yes, I do that when I train, but if I'm living with my dog day to day and I don't want to see something like that happen, the warning's there. Now, if I warn him and he's not listening, and I know I have to correct heavy, and I know it's going to be in my brain, I'm saying I'm going to deal with this the best I can, but me and you are going to talk about this as much as I can learn. If I can bring it up as much as possible, I'm going to, at home, wherever I can, where I can correct you and get you to stabilize, and then repeat it, which is as simple as, like, I mean, we all did it when we were working with our dogs. Have somebody come over and listen, we're working with a dog. Just want you to come over to set up a situation for me. Our neighbors would do it. I know it's kind of weird, but it helps so much. Anybody, a brother, a cousin, anybody will do. A warm body coming through the door, he's going to see as a resource. He's going to want to interact with it. You're going to say, no, don't interact with it. And now you have the conversation. I don't think he's going off. If I give him a correction right now, high on here, He's not going to go into a squeak town. He's just going to go, "Hip." That's it. Because look at that brain. That's the brain. Now you want this brain, you see this brain? You want it in your living room. You want to be able to get it on command. You want to get it in the town, wherever you are. You can get this anywhere, okay? But go home, go take him home, put him in the living room, get him all roused up with the kids, put some high value stuff there, and then tell him no and go over here and stay, and then interact in the room and tell him not to interact in the room. Don't use place, and see if he struggles. If he struggles in your living room, start there. Start there. You know what I mean? So he's just not going to go into crazy town because he's not in that space. All right. Rig. Don't tell me his name because I can remember this. Archie. Good boy. Break. Wow.